So these are very dense, almost rubbery. Hi, I'm Patty and welcome to Showdowns, where we try, taste, and rate the best way to do things across the internet. Who doesn't love buttermilk? But if you're in a pinch, what's the next best choice? Today, I'm testing 8 different buttermilk substitutes to see which one is the best. Whole milk and lemon juice, whole milk and white vinegar, whole milk and cream of tartar, sour cream, regular yogurt, Greek yogurt, almond milk and apple cider vinegar, and powdered buttermilk. I'll see how it reacts when I mix it into my favorite buttermilk pancake recipe. So here I have the whole milk and lemon juice. When I put them together, they definitely formed pretty large, soft curds. Here are the buttermilk pancakes that I made using whole milk and lemon juice. The batter was definitely thinner and less bubbly than it is when I use true buttermilk, but let's have a taste. These are actually pretty good. They're a little bit thinner than I like, which doesn't surprise me because they didn't really puff up that much on the griddle. So here's the milk and white vinegar mixture. As soon as I poured in the vinegar, you could see the curds forming and the milk proteins coagulating. So that was really interesting. So these are the buttermilk pancakes that I made with the vinegar and whole milk mixture. They are a little bit puffy, which I like. So let me give it a taste. Okay, so they are nice and sweet, but they do have that distinct buttermilk tang to them, which is an important thing I'm looking for in this showdown. Okay, here's the mixture of whole milk and cream of tartar. It's taken some time, but there has developed some thick curds, you can see. At first it was pretty sandy at the bottom. They aren't the like soft, thick curds that I saw with some of the other options. These are the pancakes that I made using the milk and cream of tartar mixture. They have a nice golden color. They aren't super light or thick, but they did, when they were cooking on the griddle, they did remind me of how a diner style pancake cooks. These are okay. They are definitely a little bit more dense than some of the others I've tasted. The side that they were resting on, it feels a little bit rubbery and spongy. Here's the thinned out sour cream mixture. This is really smooth. Take a look at these. These are the pancakes that I made with the sour cream mixture. They are by far the puffiest. They have a deep golden color. But you can see that they were pretty thick and didn't spread very much. So the shape of the pancake isn't perfectly round like you might get if the batter was a little bit thinner and spread naturally. The texture of these is really nice. There's no sponginess, they're just soft, light. There's actually not a ton of tang or buttermilk kick to it, but it's really nicely balanced and the texture is really great. Here is the thinned out regular plain yogurt. Here are the pancakes that I made with the thinned out yogurt mixture. The batter was pretty thick, but relatively smooth. The bubbles were pretty slow to appear. And then when I was cooking them on the griddle, once I flipped them, it took a little while for them to rise, but once they did, I feel like they got some pretty good height to them. Okay, the flavor here is really nice. There's a little bit more of the sour buttermilky flavor, which I really like. There's a little bit wider holes in the pancakes than I prefer, but still a pretty solid pancake. Here's the thinned out Greek yogurt mixture. Thinning it out basically brought it to the consistency of regular yogurt. As you can see, they did not spread out at all on the griddle, but they did get a lot of lift and they have a really rich golden color. This pancake is really good. It has a little bit of caramelization on the top. The center is nice and light and fluffy. It's a good pancake. Here's the almond milk apple cider vinegar mixture. As you can see, it's really thin still. It has formed some curds after adding the vinegar. Here are the pancakes that I made with the apple cider vinegar and almond milk. They actually have a lacy, spongy texture just from looking at them. They also have a much lighter color. So these are very dense. And again, I'm getting that spongy texture, almost rubbery. Here are the pancakes that I made using the powdered buttermilk mixture. The batter had a nice thick batter texture. So they spread a little bit, but still had enough lift when they were flipped, which was really great. And that's part of what I was looking for. The inside is nice and fluffy. The bubbles are evenly distributed throughout the pancake. There's no sign of gumminess or sponginess throughout here. And it just has a really nice overall flavor with a little bit of that buttermilk tang that we're looking for. So what makes the best buttermilk substitute? Powdered buttermilk. This is great because you can keep it in your pantry to use on a moment's notice. Plus it's really easy to mix up and it has a really delicious, buttery, rich, and tangy flavor that we're all looking for. What do you think is the best method? Which ones have you tried? Is there one I haven't mentioned here? Let us know in the comments.